Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. The devil is using them to try and throw you off course, but you must complete your mission and finish the job. Let's get into it. All right. The devil's trying to use them to throw you off course, but you must complete your mission and finish the job. All right. Don't let people knock you off course. All right. I stay where I'm staying at. The people that work here are trying to get in the way of me doing my thing. And I've noticed this for a couple of days now. And I realized it. I switched my times up, changed my routine. And when you are being like stalked and harassed, kind of, or not kind of, full blown rather, when you go to switch things up how you do them, what you realize is they will wait for you and they'll switch up what they do to center it around what you're doing. As crazy as that may sound, you are important to some people who want to try to get in your way and try to stop what they see you're doing or even what they hear you're doing. They want to try to get in the way and try to cause some type of disruption. All right. Um, when people do things and they are able to get on your nerves or trigger you, it is, if you have like a PTSD kind of thing, there are things that will make the same feeling rise up in you as if they were doing the same thing that made you mad. All right. It could be some sounds. It could be some smells. It could be a certain aroma or perfume somebody might be wearing. All right. They could be cleaning. You could smell some bleach or something like that. Whatever it is, it, like I said, it could be a sound. They could be slamming a door. They could be whatever they're doing. It could be outside your door, being loud. Who knows? But the thing that I noticed is that when I would go to make my videos, I would notice them being loud, slamming the door or whatever. And I just would wait and try to work around it because I would think and just use my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm not that important. Let me just wait. And this is probably just the time that they're cleaning. This is probably the time that they're doing what they need to do. But I would also notice this even before when I would have my things done already. I had to switch my time up before. But when I would go to sleep, take a nap or whatever, they would do, I guess because they just peeped my routine, they would listen outside my room, and if it was quiet, they would make some noise. If they didn't hear me moving around, or if they didn't hear me washing up, something else they like to wait for me to do, um, just whatever it is, it's like I would notice that they would just be hovering around my door, particularly at the time when I'm moving around and doing things. It's like they're trying to listen or have an ear on like my life kind of thing. And it's like I just noticed that whenever I'm doing something or whatever I'm up and moving, whenever I'm doing my routine, they would be, necessarily making noise outside of my room or whatever. And I would just notice that when I would switch the time up, I'd do it at this time, they'd still be there. I would do it at a different time, they would still make their presence known. And it's like, it's just like it's nothing to get angry over or upset about. But when people are doing things, it's like if it does make you upset it's something that you have to get over. And it's something that you have to not allow to upset you. It's like you have to do some mental gymnastics, you have to do some mental work, and you have to just not let it bother you, because people are going to be who they are. They're going to do what they want to do. It may be evil in a sense, it may be wicked in a sense. It's like, what are you talking about? That's what they do. They're just, you're not that important. When you notice certain things, it's like a form of stalking, and it's like a form of harassment, but people just will do it anyway. It's like, I'm going to harass you, I'm going to do certain things when you do certain things, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to make sure that my presence is felt to you some type of way somehow. And it's just what people do when they want attention from you. And people who have gone through this, people who know what it's like to live around people who are constantly trying to get your attention, all right, no matter what form that may be, it's what they do. So you have to work on yourself, and you have to raise your frequency and your consciousness, and you have to come to a point to where you realize that they have their reasons for doing whatever it is they're doing, and you just have to live your life. You just have to move forward, let go, and get over it. They have some type of infatuation, they have some type of obsession, they have some type of weird thing to where they need to do what they need to do. And that's not the only time that I notice it, but I also notice it when I'm doing my videos or whatever. They'll just try to do things to try to trigger a response out of me, because it goes from trying to talk to people about things, and that's how they know you have an issue with them about it, and then they'll keep doing it after you talk to them. And that's how you know somebody is trying to trigger you. You try to talk to them about the situation like an adult, you try to figure the thing out like a mature individual. You say, you know what, there's no point in getting mad over this. Let me just go try to talk. Let me go try to figure out the situation. But people who have hate in their heart, and people who are jealous spirits, all right, they know you're just trying to live here. They know you're just trying to get through the day. They know you're just trying to just live your life, do your thing, whatever it is you got to do. Focus on what you're trying to do. They will try to get in the way of that, especially when they see that you have something that you can do. Like, I guess they since they're already like standing outside my room, they hover out around my room a lot, and it's just them being nosy. They're being nosy to try to figure out my routine, even from outside of the room, even from outside this room. They hover on outside my room, try to hear what I'm doing, all right, and they'll move around and let me know they're there, because don't nobody want nobody all up in their business like that. That's just, I'm sure I'm not the first person that they've done this to. I'm sure they have their little routine of being evil to certain people that they choose to be evil to. All right, certain people that they choose to harass. I'm sure they have their little plans and things like that, their little plots and their little schemes for people that they want to mistreat. So it's like, you just have to accept that you're very important to them, and you have a lot of great things to do when people will go out of their way to try to mistreat you. All right. So you can't really focus on their mistreatment of you. I know it's like, yo, these people are trying to bother me. It's like, they're being annoying, they're trying to get on my nerves, they're doing this, they're doing that. You have to take your mind off of that necessarily, and you still have to get the job done and focus on what you need to do. There are going to be people who feel that they have the right to try to stop you from what you need to do. All right, even though they can't stop you from what you need to do or what you're doing, there are people who feel that they have the need to try to get in the way, to try to stop you, try to upset you in some kind of way, and they are miserable, and they want you to feel bad about yourself. All right, they really want you to feel bad about yourself, because they know that you're focused. They know you have things to do. They listen to me, and they stand outside, and I could care less about what they think about me. It's just that the repeat, just like the just what they're doing, it's just like nobody wants someone all up in their business like that, but they stand outside my door. They'll listen to what I'm doing, and when the only reason why it became a problem, or it even like kind of became like a little issue, is because they were just trying to like disrupt me, and they would try to disrupt me. They try to throw me off. I'd have to start over, things like that. And it's like when you get in the mode, or when you get in a mood, or when like you're in the the middle of doing something, you know, it does kind of throw you off. It kind of interrupts you. It kind of like gets you out of your zone, kind of thing. And that's all they're trying to do. They hear me doing what I'm doing. They hear that I'm focused, and they're trying to get me out of my zone. And I had to ignore them a lot of times. And sometimes, they'll throw you off. Sometimes you get it all the way through. But regardless, just use this as an example, because there are going to be people who feel they have the right to try to stop you from becoming successful. There are going to be people who want to try to get in your way any way they can. All right, maybe they don't know you're trying to become successful, but because they can see that you're becoming a successful person, they see that it's something about you that's different than they see you have a high vibration. All right, they see you're high vibrational, right? People can see the difference between someone who's high vibrational and the difference between somebody who has a low vibration. And people who have a low vibration, when they let that jealousy get to them to the point to where it starts to disturb them as a person, and they can't think straight. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop focusing on you. And it's like you don't bow down to them. You don't worship them. You don't give them the attention that they feel that they deserve. They're going to try to get it from you in a lot of ignorant ways. All right. Like there's nothing from stopping them from being an ignorant person. So they just keep being ignorant. Like you could try to talk to certain people like this, you could try to handle the situation, but unfortunately it's in them. And until they become a better person, and until they learn that that's not the way that you behave or treat other people, they're just going to keep doing it. But you can't let it stop you. All right, when it just because you're working towards becoming successful, nobody has to let you do that. As odd as that sounds, and as simple as that sounds, like simpleton, as simpleton as that behavior may be, the simpletons, like it's just like, why would you not just leave somebody alone? But when people don't leave you alone, when you are minding your business, when people do try to get in your way, it should be a sign that what you're doing is that powerful. What you're doing has that much impact, and what you're doing is that great. The fact that people have to literally wait outside, because that's what they were doing. They wait outside for me to do my video, and then they roll past with this cart. They slam this door, and it's like they try to throw me off from what I'm doing. And they wait until I start to record, and I notice that. And some days, like I said, I get through. Some days it'll disrupt things, and I'll have to start over. But I used to like let that bother me, and I used to get upset by that. But now I just accept them for who they are. I just accept what they do for what they do, and I accept what it is for what it is. It is what it is. That's what they're going to do. That's how they're going to behave. They're going to sit out there, wait for me to start. They're going to roll past with that cart, slam doors, make noise, do everything that they have to do. They're going to do their whole noise campaign. And I understand that, and I accept that. I overstand it, and I've gotten over it. I let it go. It's just that it's just what they're going to do. It's who they are. They're not going to change for me. And as hard as that may be to accept, hey, there's when you get angry over things that people do, it's a should. All right. So when you're getting mad over something that somebody is doing, it's because you feel it should be a different way. Originally, I felt that it should be a different way. They shouldn't be trying to harass me. They shouldn't be trying to do a noise campaign when they hear me in the room standing outside the door doing my thing. But who's to say that they should or shouldn't do that? They got free will to be evil. That's what they want to do. If they want to play games, if they want to be lames, if they want to try to stop LeBron James, that's what they're going to try to do. They hear me in here balling out, they hear me in here doing my thing, and it's something about that that disturbs them. It's something about that that upsets them. They don't, whether they don't like the truth, whether they don't like me operating in my truth or what I feel is true, or whether they don't like my voice, or whether they don't like hearing me talk, or whether they don't want to they're disgusted at the sound of me or what I'm doing or whatever it is. All right, they obviously have a problem with me and what I'm doing. And the fact that they have a problem with me and what I'm doing, I don't have to make that my problem. All right. If I feel that somebody should not be doing something, then that's my problem. And it is a problem. Not only is it my problem, it's a problem because you don't have power over people. You only have power over yourself. So what other people are doing is just none of my business. And I have the choice to not let that bother me. All right. If you are getting angry over something, you're looking at it like they shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing this. People can do whatever they want. All right. People got the power, the willpower, the will, all right, the wherewithal to do whatever they want. It's just, unfortunately for them, they're not choosing to do anything positive. Whether they have a problem with it, could be for whatever reason they have a problem with me. All right. I don't know. You know what I mean? It could be the fact that I'm doing this. It could be the fact that they could care less about this. Maybe they just don't like me as a person. Who knows? But whatever it is, there's nothing I can do to stop them from doing what they do. And I have to accept that. They're going to be rude. They're going to be disruptive. They're going to try to interrupt me. They're going to try to stop me from using, my little God-given talent and whatnot. And I just got to accept that. So whether I gotta start over or whether I gotta edit or whether I gotta pause or whatever I gotta do, I have the power to not let myself be affected, and I have the choice to be able to keep going and not be disturbed by that, not let them disturb my peace, not let them ruin my day. You know, or there's a lot of power in a choice. You have the choice to feel how you want about certain things because no people's actions don't have that much control over you as you think. You have control over how you feel about situations. They're probably standing outside listening to me right now, and it only means something to them. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care what they think about me. So the fact that they're standing out there listening, I could care less, But when you try to disrupt people, when you try to get in the way, that becomes a trigger, So you have to recognize what triggers you. Like, okay, that's the sound. All right, let me do some deep breathing or let me relax. So like, okay, there's the noise, there's the little this rolling by, there's the door slam or whatever it might be for you. This is what it is for my particular situation, but there are going to be things attached to the things that people try to do to you that will affect you. It could be a situation with you at work and you got this annoying person and they got this perfume on. You smell that perfume, it could, start to make you feel a certain type of way. So, but this is how you defeat the post-traumatic stress behind what you're going through. As soon as you feel some type of way because you hear something or you smell something or you see a car pull up, you immediately have to, calm yourself down. You got to ground yourself or start talking to God, start praying, or whatever it might be for you, whatever the quickest and easiest way for you to hop in your bag of peace, hop in your bag of relaxation, hop in your bag of meditation, anything, pull them scriptures out. All right. Anything that could make you feel good about who you are, all right, anything that could make you begin to just remember that it's not the end of the world. Just because somebody's trying to stop you doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stop. All right. And the fact that they are trying to stop you, that means that you're that powerful. You're that great. You're that amazing. And this is why affirmations are important, because it makes you like they're trying to make you feel bad. And when you have people constantly coming at you every single day, and it's like you kind of have to deal with that situation temporarily. You may have to work there till you find someplace new. You may have to live there till you find someplace new. You may have to go to that gym and work out till the membership is over. All right, you may have to whatever you got to do until you get another situation popping off for you. You may have to deal with that right now, but it's just a little test. It's just something for you to grow. It's something for you to use to become a better person. All right, it's something for you to enhance your skills, enhance yourself, and enhance your mind. So don't see it as a bad thing. See it as an opportunity. All right. And that is really how you turn your mind around during situations of uncertainty and things that you really don't want to deal with, because of just people just want to be unruly, and people just want to be negative. Some people, they thrive off negativity. All right. Some people, they thrive off being a toxic person. Some people, that's what they want to be. All right. Some people don't want to be good people. Some people don't feel they have to be good people. You can't make me be this. You can't make. Okay. All right. Hey, do what you want to do. Be what you want to be. All right. You can do what you want to do in living color. You could do whatever you want to do. But when you feel that what somebody's doing has power over you, and it's making you upset, and you feel like it's like right here on the back of your neck, and it's like right in the forefront of your frontal lobe, and it's just like kind of upsetting you, and kind of like you're on the brink, you're on the binge of, I think that's the right word. You're on the, I'm not sure if it's the binge or brink or whatever, but you're like on the you're about to react kind of thing. You can calm yourself down by just telling yourself like, yo, it's just a should. I'm upset, or I feel upset. Don't say I'm upset, because that basically you're becoming the negativity. And that's another thing. You're not the negativity. All right. It's just happening. It's something that's taking place in your life. It's something that came to pass. It shall come to pass. All right. That is something that you could tell yourself, and it will immediately relax you and calm you down. It has come to pass. This has not come to stay. It has come to pass, even if it's just for a little bit, even if it's just temporarily. All right, they may do it again tomorrow, but you don't know how tomorrow's going to go. All you have is right now and right here today. So if it's not currently continuously happening, something that's just going to, like, how you have to breathe every 5 seconds. If it's not happening every 5 seconds, hey, let it go, get over it, and relax. But what was I saying? It shall come to pass, and you have to accept things for what it is, and accept people for who they are. All right. And it was one more thing that I wanted to say. All right, I remember it. Um, they can't. They just, it's no power that they really truly have. All right, you are giving them the power necessarily by how you view them and how you view the situation. And how you view the situation, you have to view it in a way that's going to benefit you. All right. Whatever the negativity that they try to bring into your life, you don't make it who you are. You separate yourself from it, and that's detachment. You detach from these kinds of things. You detach from these kinds of people, and it helps you. It helps you out more than if you're triggered, and you won't react to these kinds of things. All right. And people can say what they want, but I don't care. You shouldn't either. There are people who get triggered over things, and it happens. But what you have to do is you have to work on yourself to where those triggers don't take over you, where they don't take over your life, where you don't let things that happen that you don't want to happen, and just because it happened, take over your life. You don't have to let things that you don't want to happen take over your life. All right. You're stronger than that. You have the mental fortitude. You got more mental fortitude than that. You're more positive than that. And these situations are only as strong as we make them. All right. You didn't want it to happen. It's something that you wanted to stop. It's something that you didn't want to continue happening. So, sometimes things like that, they can upset people or bother people, but you have to use this as an opportunity for you to advance yourself. All right. So that's all I have to say on this topic. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, finish the job, get what you need to get done, and, complete your mission. Don't allow people to stop you from doing what you need to do just because they're trying to. All right. Peace, love, and light. See you in the next video. We out.